What up, though, everybody? You are now under the blacktop, where we try to get our act together and find unity in the circle of life and friendship. I am Bill.
I'm Timbo.
And I am Ray. It is nice to see y'all, man. It's nice to be back this week. And wait, why y'all laughing, man?
Because Billy was just shaking his head like,
Oh
it's
man,
what you just said. So just keep that in mind.
that's funny, man. How y'all been?
I've been good. How have you been? You
I've
said
been
you was
pretty
tired earlier. So what's been going on?
man. I'm always tired, man. Probably mostly from playing video games and such.
Okay. What are
Mostly
you
with this
playing?
man, just trying to get this Xbox off, man. I
Okay.
was one of the ones fortunate enough to get the Xbox Series X. So it was just
Hmm.
really cool to actually have because it's something I always wanted kind of growing up, and I would always get it like a year or 2 years after it came out.
Uh,
So it's kind of cool just to
mm,
be on the cutting edge of it. But it's also messed up because it's so hard to get these systems. I was like looking on like eBay and stuff like that, and some
mm.
of these systems are going for like $900, $1,000, $1,500. And it's like, I mean, I get it, I guess, but it's
I
it's just
don't.
messed up because like a lot of it is like a lot of these people just write programs and they just have these bots go out and grab all the pre-orders and grab all the sales before the regular person with regular internet can go out there and have the time to go do it. So it's just, I don't know, it's messed up. So I was very happy that I was one of the fortunate ones to get it, and it's really cool. It
Hmm.
is. If you have the technology, if you got the TV like a 4K TV, then it's
If you got
definitely
the
worth,
coins,
bro.
you told me
It
you
is.
saved up though.
Oh
So
man, I had to, man. I could not feasibly come to the wife with that kind of purchase and just be like, yeah, I'm just gonna just make it. Like, so it was definitely some planning that went into it. But I can see the difference and from a technology standpoint. But I was coming from like a 10-year-old TV and like the Xbox, the original Xbox One too. So it was a big leap from
because
me.
this was number what? I did not
This
follow it.
is this is the newer generation. So this is
Okay.
like the first of the new
The newer
generation.
generation.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So it is really cool though, just the way it looks, the games that they play. Game Pass is awesome. For anybody
Hmm.
listening, especially like for any parents out there who get tired of just buying games for their kids. If you got an Xbox, any Xbox or um online, $15 a month. You get all of these games. They just put EA access on there or EA Play. So it's a bunch of EA titles on there. You can play FIFA, play basketball, you can play Madden, the Jedi stuff. It's just so much stuff for like $15. It's like
That's what's
literally
up. Yeah.
hundreds of games. So that's what I've been doing. So that's probably why I'm a little tired. But other than that, it's been really cool, man. But and looking at what y'all been doing, I get why I'm tired, and what I've been seeing Billy do. Um, this music video, bro.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna go ahead and hand it over to you and let you explain it, man. But it was fire, man. From just like what you guys were able to do. Yeah, just explain it. Yeah. I mean, if you could just start with that, that would be cool, and then
Oh,
tell us about your day. How you doing after that.
okay. Video is for Agile Society's song "Not Today." You can go hear the song or the entire album, Golden Ratio, on any streaming platform, YouTube, Pandora, whatever. "Not Today" is a song about really a guy just dealing with his depressed self, and then the self that tries to pull him out of being depressed. Me and JR had this idea. He was like, "Man, I want to get this video done before quarantine. Like, if we have to break down, I just want you to have everything that you need to work on the video." And I think he had asked somebody else about it, or he had talked to a couple of people. I think he tried something with someone else, and it just wasn't like what he was looking for. And
Hmm.
then he asked somebody else that was kind of somebody that you and I know, and he gave him like a 2 week look. Like, maybe it'll take me 2 weeks. And Jared
Hmm.
was like, "No, I feel like we can get it done quicker than that." He was like, "Yo,
Hmm.
this is I feel like we can get it done in a car, having both sides of the car. to both sides of JR, positive JR, negative JR in the car, and just show the story that way. We started it. It just the scenes didn't have any movement, mind you. I don't know anything. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just doing this for the first time. I just enjoy it. I have no idea what
That's
I'm doing.
crazy.
But
That this is your first time.
I think that I just watched enough television to be able to try to put things together. Well, I think this is cool. How else can I think we talked about this before, just scenes being communication. How are you going to communicate it? There's so many different ways and movements, and whatever came naturally, I just trusted. It worked out, got this thing done with no game plan really. We making up stuff on the spot, wasted a few people's time by mistake.
It happens.
Had to go back and shoot stuff maybe after I think we did two days of shooting, and had to go back a week or two later, so he had to get his haircut again, get the same outfit, all of that stuff. Either way, we made such good use, I think, of the spaces we were allotted, the dance room inside the studio inside of 221B, and his home, and then right outside his backyard.
Okay.
So all of that was done there, and that was so much fun, man. It was a lot of
Wow.
fun. It was a lot of fun having this camera in my hand and seeing JR in this square. Things are way different inside of this square. When you can just manage things in this square, then you can see, well, how close does this look to something I've already seen in television? What about this off to me? And then you can try to, that was my approach as far as scenes went. Still didn't really discuss it, especially transitions or segues. So that stuff's not where I would like it to be. Color grading is extremely hard. Colors are not where I want them to be. And I did a lot of research beforehand. I didn't know editing and filming or directing were two completely different things.
Yeah.
Editing, you can shoot 10 hours worth of something, but you got to make it all make sense. You really may only use 2 hours, maybe an hour and a half, and it still has to tell a story. So I learned a lot about myself during this process. It took me a very long time, really too long, to get this done. But the learning curve it worked out for the project being done in its own time. So we released it in the 1 year anniversary that the album was released. The album was released in November 11th, 2019. And then the video was released 11/11/2020. So that was pretty cool. It just happened in its own time. It resolved itself. So I'm happy for that. I'm happy it's done. And I'm happy now that I can look back and say, oh, I did that. I know I know where it's good to me. I know where it's like, oh, that's atrocious. And I'm probably not going to stop. I think it's just a wonderful way of expression and communicating and just taking an idea from this opaque scene or film in your mind to something that's tangible and it has some kind of substance, even though you can't really sink your teeth into it, but your subconscious or your conscious mind and what you see visually, your senses can sink their teeth into it. And that's just from that small seed to something big like that to me. And that's a part of my portfolio. It's just something that I can do. And having it out just proved it to myself that I could do it.
That's super dope.
Clap, clap. Clap, clap. Just saying.
And to other people. And you can go watch the video on YouTube, by the way. I am fine. I am doing pretty good. Happy to be off of work. Happy to be talking to my fellas, my friends. This past week, or maybe since the last time we talked, a friend of mine took me out to Superior Lakes, just a little small, I guess, storefront wine shop, because wine. And she bought a flight or just like Groupon for a flight of different wines. I had never tasted mead before. Have we discussed this? Did we talk about this already?
I think we did.
We discussed mead a little bit, but I didn't know
about the
that
mead though.
Had the mead at though.
Yeah.
You said that you had mead, but
the mead
I didn't know
is
where.
really dope. I didn't know what mead was. My dad had to tell me. It was honey fermented wine, I guess. Sometimes not with food. Either way, it was delicious. And they have this hard cider that is amazing.
Yes, you did tell us about this hard cider. I want to try this cider.
But it goes flat in about 2 or 3 days. So you really got to drink it. But
you just reminded me, I got some Martinelli's Rosé. It's juice. It's just juice, but it's a little bit sparkly. So I'm enjoying that tonight.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
with you, my G. So yeah, man, that experience was dope. I think I'm still riding on the high of that a little bit because I've never done something like that. That was pretty cool.
Oh
Mhm.
man, that's super
You know,
cool. That's super cool.
it's just too, man.
Man, yeah. I mean, like just hearing you kind of just tell that story, it's just really cool just listening because that's the part that I found most amazing is like you said, just taking something from just this thought, right? Just this thought, and then you actually take it from his head and put it into a song. Then from that song, you then take it and put it into visuals, and then everything just kind of links together in this coherent thing. It's just amazing how you were able to do that, man. So like big ups. And
Thanks.
then over here, man, Timbo Picasso over here is kind of doing his own thing,
I like
and
that Timbo Picasso.
and
Mhm.
you know, and you know, putting stuff just in just beautiful ways. Just
Thank
yeah,
you.
tell us about it, man, because I've been seeing just the work that you've been kind of doing, and it seemed like you've been putting them out at a decent clip, man. How was that
Well,
going?
thank you. It's interesting as I had to realize that I had I have to adjust my schedule a little bit. I got a bit overwhelmed last week, but it's going good. And I do custom art for everybody that's watching or listening, just in case anybody was wondering. And yeah, it's all a process. It's very much interesting, but I'm having fun. So
Man, good
yeah,
stuff.
it's definitely keeping me from being bored. So
There you go. Hey, we about to go on this 3 week lockdown, so I'm sure you'll have some time on your hands to go ahead
yeah,
and paint
yeah, I
away.
definitely have a few. I have one custom I'm finished. Well, two customs I'm finishing. Mama and Papa Tim, they both want one for Christmas, so I'll have to worry about that probably later on in December. I got to get you y'all paintings. I still have a mud cloth painting that's available on Facebook Marketplace. So yeah,
Okay,
There we go.
that's awesome, man.
thank
That's
you,
so.
Man,
I do like your work a lot.
thank you.
yeah, good,
Yeah.
good. Man, all right. So, yes, now that we broke bread a little bit, now we can kind of get into um a little bit of the segments that we got here. So, we got the album. I can't
Yeah,
remember exactly how we came up with the album choice,
you
but
wanted to hear it, and we conceded,
okay,
He ain't been
okay.
trying
like Donald
too
Trump
much,
needs to do.
man. I want to listen to this album. I don't know about y'all, but I want to listen to this album. Can we do this?
Man, I don't know what you're talking about, man.
Right? Which
Nah,
album?
Yeah.
no,
What's the album called?
no, man. So
It,
this album was really good. Timbo, you want to take us into it?
okay, yeah, no. I mean, I was actually willing to turn it over to you since you wanted to. I really want to hear your thoughts on it first, so you can take it over, bro.
Man, honestly, the thing with this album, right, is
The folklore
for
album.
those listening is on Folklore by Taylor Swift. I wanted to listen to Taylor Swift just because I had always heard how popular she was, but hadn't listened to her at all besides like Shake It Off, you know, which
Yeah.
had came on like the radio,
Yeah. Mm.
which is dumb catchy, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, maybe she got something there. So when this album came out and kind of came out of nowhere from what I heard, well, everything from her kind of come out of nowhere to me, but from what it
Hmm.
seemed like it kind of came out of nowhere. I kind of wanted to know what it was about. So it
Hmm.
seemed like a good time to bring it up with the fellas.
Okay. Hmm.
So in listening to it, well, how do we do this? Visually, here, let me see if I can share the screen, just so we can get the
The prenuptials out the way.
there we go. So is that not a pretty picture?
Mhm.
Like just off that, I really
Hmm.
liked just the forest kind of look, just
Yeah.
her being out there just by herself, just kind of alone, looking away. I mean, it just looks very nice and
Is
serene
that
and
snow or is
peaceful.
that just kind of because it
Um,
reads like snow?
you know, she got a coat on, so it read cold, but
Yeah.
I don't know if
Or
it's
maybe frosty. Maybe it's not snow. Maybe it's frost.
maybe.
I don't know. I'm just curious about that part because it just to me it kind of plays into the some themes in the album to me, like what I heard sonically.
Right, right. So, but for me, you know, in listening to it, I mean, It was good, and I could see
Mhm.
why she is as popular as she is. It's probably not the type of music that I would normally gravitate to, but it
Mhm.
was really easy to listen to.
Mhm.
And I could see myself by the end of the song, I was kind of already singing some of these songs, and and I was impressed by her ability to kind of tell a story. Not to say that I didn't think she could, but it was just nice and kind of
Yeah,
refreshing
no,
just to
she's
kind of
really good at
listen
that.
to the way that she would tell these stories, and it's almost
Mhm.
like you could actually see some of these scenarios kind of playing out. And it was just really cool, and like I said, just easy to listen to. So for that
Mhm.
reason, I kind of want to go back and just listen to her other stuff just to kind of see,
Well, this
you
to me
know.
is different from her other stuff.
And that's what
It's
I
like,
heard
yeah,
too.
it's kind of like it's in a weird way. It's her lane, but it's kind of like something different that she's doing too. So,
Hmm.
but yeah.
Yeah, it was interesting when I looked it up. They were saying that I guess it was all recorded during this whole pandemic that we're going through. Kind
Mm-hmm.
of just within her own kind of camp, and only a handful of people that she kind of reached out to. I think as we heard, it was only what, a feature or two on there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was just really interesting and really, like I said, just a fun listen. What did you guys think? I guess Timbo, we'll start with you.
Okay, no problem. For me, and this is the I was gonna take a nap and listen to
Oh,
this
here we
album,
go, man.
and
Hating
I
on
should
Tay
have.
Tay.
I know that's gonna sound negative. That's not what I mean. Because I like ambient music. I like music I can sleep to. I
Mhm.
listen to binaurals at night all the time. So it's just like I actually really should have took my nap and listened to this album. It would have been perfect.
I
But I mean,
feel
when I listened to it while I was up, it was still good. Uh, I I really like Mirror Ball. That was like the song that stood out the best to me.
you. Hmm.
So and then it seemed like it was a lot going on. One song, even in Mirror Ball, I think it's like this almost like the bells, like jingle bells kind of going throughout the song or something.
Hmm.
So it's just, yeah, it was interesting. Like I said, for me personally, I was kind of looking for more of the pop Taylor Swift, I guess, like the Shake It Off, Are We Out of the Woods Yet? Those like 1986, like, but people do evolve, artists do change,
Right.
so yeah. Uh, but I will be willing to give this a second listen, definitely.
Okay.
So.
All right, man. Billy, how did you feel? Are you a Taylor
Uh,
Swift fan? Was this your first time kind of diving into her? Um, Hey, sorry, Miss Swift.
Moving on. I'm mad. Will was laughing at. All right.
this is not the first album I've listened to by Taylor Swift.
Mhm.
Um, I have mixed feelings about this album at this point in time because I was listening to this album with these beats, and I thought that the mix was a little weird, sounded a little weird. Her vocals were really prominent, and there's a lot of air around them. But then, like all the drums sound like a really, really clear echo. I didn't understand that. I think it's just the way that these headphones handle listening to that album. So
Okay.
listening to it on the car, listen to it in the car today. I didn't get through the entire album, but I liked a lot of the songs that I heard.
Hmm.
Especially like the first four or five.
You
I
know, I
really
felt
like.
the same way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a, it was it started off strong to me. Um, it was still a little too slow for me to come back and listen to this as an entire album. I needed something to pick me up, some kind of pick me up. Just felt like a ballad of ballads, even though it wasn't. It
Hmm.
just felt a little too slow for me. But I do like the album. Yeah, that's it. Nothing stood out. It was just different. Just still
Okay.
trying to appreciate it for what it is.
Okay. I feel that. And it was interesting when you said the first five. Because I remember listening to it and going from five, which is My Tears Ricochet, to six, which is Mirror Ball. I was kind of like, oh, I kind of like them other ones better. Like that was the first time that I kind of went
Yeah.
back and looked at my phone to even see what song I was on. So
Mhm.
it was just
Okay.
interesting that you also kind of pointed out, right around that point.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
really liked any standout song. I like Cardigan, honestly, which I think that's the one that everybody likes. Was that the single, Tim? Do you know?
I am not sure about that, but it sounds possible.
Okay, it got the most views on Rap
YouTube.
Genius.
Oh,
On
Rap Genius.
Genius.
Okay.
Yeah, I was on the lyrics.
hmm hmm So I
Yeah.
like the song. Was that because there was a song where she was talking about the house that she lives in?
I
Oh,
thought,
American
Like that.
Dad.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
I like
Oh,
that
that's
song.
what it was.
that song
Her
was dope.
storytelling, man,
Yeah.
That
is
was dope,
dope.
man. It's really dope.
Yeah.
Um, I was reading that there are three songs apparently that are supposed to be like a love triangle. Stories about a love
Okay.
triangle, different
hmm
perspectives. It was Cardigan, it was Betty, and there's one more. 'Cause I really like Betty, but I can't remember what the third song was. Either
Ah,
way, I really
okay.
liked Exile. I really like Exile, really just because the ending, man, it just made it. It made it for me. I was almost gone on that song. It saved
Man.
it.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. See, a whole new appreciation.
hmm
See, man,
Yeah,
look, man, look at her. See, maybe she's making us better, right?
yeah.
hmm
Yeah, yeah. Y'all see what I did there? Nah, but yeah, because we, a little bit of betterment, a little bit. No, too much. Oh, it's fine. It's
No,
fine.
man.
It's fine.
It
Let's just jump right into it there. No, but I don't even know how to really jump into this segment, right? Because this is our first time kind of doing it.
hmm
yeah.
Timbo, what you thinking?
No, I'm like you can go first. I want to see what Sitbird is talking about.
Okay, so we have a maybe reoccurring segment on here. It's called for your betterment,
Yeah,
which is basically just little stuff where we just kind of talk about kind of just kind of just what's
hygiene,
going on.
grooming.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that with that I have so I can't remember exactly what the occasion was. I want to say that I believe it was Father's Day. The
hmm
wifey was looking out because she knows that I like smells and colognes and stuff. So she got me a Scentbird, the
hmm
cologne subscription service. So, they sent, the little carrying case
hmm
That's nice.
with a little twist.
How much you get in there?
Can we pause for a second? What's going on? What is what?
What is what?
Are you talking about the orange thing?
I don't know how pauses work.
Yeah, I don't know how they work either, but okay. You can go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Can we just start from the Scentbird part?
How much? How much did you get in the Scentbird thing, man?
Um, that's a great question. Let me see if they actually break out how many. We get 8 milliliters travel spray.
Okay.
All right.
So 0.27 fluid ounces. So almost a quarter ounce
Okay.
hmm
or a little
How
more
many
than a quarter
sprays is
ounce.
that? How many sprays is that?
Um, man, when they send them to you on a month and I already have colognes and I don't use them like that, I'm getting them a lot. I mean, I'm not really going through them. I'm not sure how many sprays it is. I'm very sure if I went to their website, they probably do break out how many sprays it would be for the subscription. But it does not right off say how
That's
many
cool.
sprays. But it is dope. They do have an app that kind of goes with it. So you can
Okay.
actually go into the app. You can see what their best sellers are. They
hmm
send these cool little cards. They give little profiles to what you get.
Okay.
They have in the back. They got
The notes.
the notes that are
Awesome.
highlighted in them. It's just really, really cool. You can go in there and actually say what you like on the app, and then they will suggest more things for you. You can kind of set up 4 months in advance, set up a few months in advance, kind of what you want. They
hmm
have a test that you can actually go in there and kind of take, and they'll give you your scent profile and kind of things that you may like. It's just really cool. And for $15 a month, if you like, cologne at all, just to build it up in a way that you can go and test out a lot of stuff. And if you like it, you can go buy it as opposed to, I think I'm gonna like this. It smells good in the store. Let me go spend, $50. You can
hmm
for $15 a month. Oh, I heard about this. Let me try it, spray it on, morning time. Let me try it on at night. Let me try it in this set and that set. You can before you make that decision on whether or not you actually want to go out and get a full thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I would definitely recommend it to anybody who even kind of likes cologne or perfume too.
Okay. What scent did you get this like month?
This month the wife chose it was English Laundry Throne. It was one I
Okay.
hadn't heard of, but it smells really good. It's like a clean bergamot kind of
Mm-hmm.
scent. It's really nice. It's really nice.
Mm-hmm.
But all of them are really nice. And it's just weird. I haven't really smelled one that I don't like, so I don't know if that just did a good job at kind of just matching,
Mm-hmm.
or if I'm kind of sticking with stuff and I'm not really being ambitious with the stuff that I want to try, which maybe I should be. Maybe try something weird. What's the top seller? What do you What's popular out there, guys? You
What's
don't know?
Um,
popular is not weird. Like Savage is super popular right now.
See, yeah, that's true. Because all of those, like the ones that
Blue
are
Day
really
Chanel
popular.
is. I mean, they're good ones though.
You said
The
Sauvage and what else?
Blue Day Chanel.
Okay.
yeah, that's a.
There's a new
I'm,
Gucci out. There's a new. It's
See,
Miyake out.
I typically do like the Gucci's though. What is a Gucci? What?
Gucci, Gucci Guilty Eau de Parfum, I believe.
Okay.
So it's not Gucci Guilty Intense. I don't know. It's in a Gucci Guilty shaped bottle. It's all black, like a matte black, and it smells just
Hmm.
like Gucci Guilty, but just with more of a mature woodsy undertone.
Man, don't tell me that because Gucci Guilty was one of the ones I go to,
and that's.
but
I think that's
as
still
I've
probably
gotten
popular.
as I've gotten older, I actually think it smells a tad bit sweet.
Okay.
So something with a little more refined might be. I'm gonna have to go try it, try to smell.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna try it next month on September.
Gotcha. Do you know what I started doing? I don't know how I forgot this or just didn't pay attention to it. I like the way when I put some cologne on, I like the way I smell, but I don't pay too much attention to it because I'm spraying on my skin and my clothes. But at work, I just go through and I spray my skin just to see if something really does work with my skin.
Hmm.
Not to think too much about what the smell originally smells like and just take it for what it is from my skin. And then I found out like maybe some of the things that I thought worked with me didn't, even though they may smell good on me or smell decently on me. I think it's because of the mix. So
Hmm.
anybody, and then also just spend some time with it on your skin.
Hmm.
Not just the first 15 minutes or the first half an hour, 45 minutes. Spend an hour, spend 2 or 3 hours, keep checking because
Hmm.
they conform over that amount of time. So something that you may like, just don't forget to do it.
Right.
Or something that you may hate. I've had that.
Yeah, man. But it might work on you. There's some things that stink at at my job, but after about the first 20, 25 minutes, they start to blossom, smell good on my skin. So it's weird.
Smell good on the skin.
It's like, spray it on when you leave in the house. By the time you get to church, you be on one. I feel you.
That's right. Right. For sure.
Oh man.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hi man. But Timbo, what you got, man? You were saying that it's some kind of
Yes.
some new kind of cologne, or I
Well,
don't know.
it's I don't know. It's newer to us. It's newer to me. It's called Solid Cologne. I mean, it's a couple companies that do it, but this company, Fulton Work, I saw them on Facebook, and they had a collection of 8 different scents. It looks like this. They all look like this. Um, but yeah, I did a little
They look
review
like
on
what?
most of them. Huh?
What do they look like, you said?
This they come in this little pack, and so it's like
What is that?
almost like a
Like
little.
pills?
Huh?
They look like pills, man. What is that?
They do
Yeah,
look
it looks
like.
like, but when you get it in real life, it's almost like it's it's like a little tablet, but it's just you can tell it's mashable and pliable, and so you just apply it on your skin like you would regular
Oh
cologne.
wow.
It
Yeah,
looked like a bath bomb.
yeah, but it's not that type of texture though. It's much softer than that.
Okay.
Wow.
But yeah, they
That's
have
pretty
uh,
That's really
the,
cool.
the first scent is called Hatterath. It's described as classic green and spice. I said light, woody, and sweet. I liked it. It was slightly on the mature side, like a guy a little bit older than me could wear this. But that's fine. I would be willing to work with it. Um, the second one is Blue Ridge. It has sandalwood, sage, and amber. Uh, I love this one. It's probably my favorite one out of the whole pack. Um, yeah, I just said it instantly reads as masculine because certain sense it's like they have to work up to the masculine side, or it's just different elements to it. This one is just like I'm a man. That's it. Bye. That kind of thing. Like that's what I got from it. That's what I like about it.
I feel that.
Um, yeah. And so the next scent is called Tybee. It says clean, light, and musk. And I said that this one was okay for me.
Oh,
Uh, and then they also have Clearwater. It says Madagascan geranium and oak moss. And I said that this one was nice. I really did. I like it. These first four I really liked. The second four, uh, I have to give them another try. I do. Because it was just like they almost all were like the same scent, like being
Okay.
reworked in different ways to me. And I don't know if that's just because I was trying to inhale all of it at the same time, or because I tried to do that. I had the coffee and everything, but yeah. So this next one is called Mahana, and the idea is it's kind of like tropical. It has pomelo, coriander, and green leaves. And I wasn't a huge fan of it, but I just because of the name, I wanted to try and give it another chance. It's just a different name to me. And then we have Sterling that has tobacco, leather, and vanilla. A little too mature for me, and it didn't have enough distinction. It was just kind of like smooth and older guy, but just not much sophistication.
It
you
sound like
said
some old
leather.
smells.
You said leather, tobacco, and vanilla,
And
Yeah,
vanilla. Yeah.
and that wasn't impressive.
not to me, not the way, not in this
It
particular
seemed like
form.
it would be distinct. Like that would give you a nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
but it's
But
also
yeah,
about how it's arranged too.
some about
Um,
tobacco leather is nice, and then like the little bit of vanilla, I think would be kind of
Yeah,
cool.
mhm.
it does sound older though. I believe you when
It
you
does.
say
The
Okay,
say that.
yeah, and
the
so then we have palmetto. It has Brazilian pepper, cedarwood, and magnolia. Uh, this one kind of got lost in the sauce. I'm really gonna have to try and experience it myself again. Do not laugh. I'm just because it was so many scents going on, and I had the next one was Perpetua, which is Atlas Cedar, Neroli, and Amber. So, like I said, these last four they sound very distinct, but it's just they all smell the same to me. So I have to really go back in and kind of give it another try. But for what I paid for this, it was worth it. I think I believe it was only like 15.99 or something like that with shipping and handling, and it wasn't too much. So it was a nice little sample.
Okay.
what was the last one? What was in the
Uh,
last one?
the last one it says Perpetua. It was Atlas Cedar Neroli, which is I don't know exactly what it is, but it's a scent I like, and amber.
Okay,
So
okay.
yeah,
No, Rolly. I never even heard of that.
yeah. It's I believe it's like a flower, but I
Oh,
didn't want to sound stupid, but I think it is.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm serious, but I think it is.
Okay.
okay.
So what about you, Billy? What did you have for the betterment
Um,
section?
I
The
thought
betterment section.
I understood moisture. I didn't. West, that's the lie. I didn't. Yeah, I did. I thought I understood moisture. I really didn't. Get my haircut first time in months,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, I'm tired of not having my waves. I want my waves back. How did
Mm-hmm.
I get them when I was a teenager? And I've forgotten all about like the wave grease and the do rags every day and brushing my hair. Even then, I didn't know what I was doing, but it worked. So I
Hmm.
right did my research, and then I find this trove of information perfect for my hair and this goal I'm trying to accomplish. These new things I
Mm-hmm.
never put any thought to, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this guy, I don't even know his name. He sends me to this other guy named Wavy Crockett, and he introduces me to.
Wavy
I know
Crockett.
It's a
Over
dope
it.
name. That's a dope name.
it is. It's a dope name. He
Wavy
introduced me
Crockett.
to the OMB method: oil, moisturizer, butter.
Mm.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool.
You taking those? Like, let me write that down.
Moisturizer, butter. Okay, okay.
The other guy who sent me to Wavy Crockett, I was researching his I was looking up sporting waves, or what is it? Hold on, I got it right here. Is it Wave Builder? Wave Builder. So Wave Builder with Coco and Shay. I just wanted to know how well it did, if anybody had used it. And I stumbled upon this video where the guy talks about all of the chemicals that are in it, what's good, what it does, what's bad, what you should worry about. Either way, something you shouldn't necessarily worry about. He says that it's one of the best of the cheapest. There's probably a lot better natural products that do a better job, but either way, it's just fine. So what I do is I wash my hair, put it in a leave-in conditioner,
What
put
you
on
used to wash with?
Fructis, tea gel, and argan.
So luxurious.
For
Yes.
both of y'all, TGIN is a brand. I really love
Okay.
their washing conditioner.
Okay,
It's really nice.
okay. I haven't tried too many other shampoos because my barber recommended specifically
I feel
Fructis
that.
and the Cream of Nature stuff with the argan oil.
Mhm.
So leave a little spray and leave-in conditioner, whatever. The oil that I use, almond oil, just pure almond oil from Amazon.
Almond
A
oil.
moist- the moisturizer I use, I still have some of this moisturizer from when I used to get the swirl thing. So it's
Mhm.
the same company, a Cream of Nature with argan oil from Morocco. They have an oil moisturizer. So I'll put some of that in, brush my hair, and then put the little bit of wave builder on top of that, and then just to seal in whatever moisture there is.
What is Wave Builder?
This it's a pomade. It's like Sporting Waves or Murray's.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, I
okay.
used
See,
to
see,
use
now you're
that.
using the words that I'm familiar with. See, yeah.
I tried to stay away from it because I thought it was taboo. But I said, even if it is, man, whatever, I should really be caring about my scalp and my hair. And if this is something that's going to help seal in the moisture and the water, like we're trying to retain the water that you get out the shower with, all this stuff is a method, man. So get it. I do it the first time I get my hair cut, and it looked like my hair changed textures, man. It was all silky and whatnot. I was like,
Hmm
Right.
what is
hmm
going on here? Yeah, either way, I don't think it did, but it does help it lay down. It does help with holding your hair, defining your waves a little bit more, and then give them a little bit of sheen. I haven't had any issues with my hair feeling dry or too itchy. Wash. Apparently, you should wash maybe once, at the most twice a week. I've been sticking with that regimen, and right now my haircut is lasting longer. My hair is laying down. I can see my waves are forming. One thing though I haven't gotten figured out is the guy who was talking about the wave builder. He said sometimes dudes will get bumps around the do rag line
hmm
because whenever in your hair, some of that stuff gets locked into your pores, and
Uh,
then I moisturize my face with Vaseline cocoa shea butter. So
mhm,
sometimes it'll get that stuff stuck in my pores, and I start developing little pimples. I haven't figured out how to clean that. Clean my face with Cetaphil, and
mhm.
I use the African black soap toner a little bit. Sometimes, not all the time. But that's the method I use, and that's the only problem I've come into thus far. And I started using the same thing for my beard. I don't I'm not sure yet how often I should do it with my beard because I shouldn't be
Mhm.
washing every day. I shouldn't be doing a co-wash every day. But
Right.
it doesn't keep that same kind of sheen or glisten from really, really well moisturized, that moisturizing day past the day, you know? So I don't know how to
hmm
really treat it throughout a week without too much washing or co-washing or without too much oil buildup and putting on the butters. You know what I mean? That kind of thing.
Mhm.
But I do feel more confident that my skin has some nutrients and has some moisture to hold on to, just with the method overall. And my hair does feel better.
hmm
There we go.
Yeah.
I
I
like it.
really
Awesome.
Man,
So
does.
nice that you can get waves. My hair will not hold on. It's too
man,
fine,
maybe
like
you need to
literally.
try the O&B method, man.
The O&B method. There's a system
Hey,
for this, man. And this is a grown man. He wasn't no teenager. He's a grown man with like hair this thick, but his waves are this thick.
I've seen that, man, when they have like a fro and they cut down into just
Woofing.
perfect waves, and it's like they own to something, man.
Yeah, that's what it's called, woofing. It is.
Gotta trust. It's on something for your
Oh
better.
man,
That's
for
why.
your betterment. Man, good stuff, man. From that, I guess let's go ahead and move to something that's gonna make us think a little bit before we get out of here.
Right.
What we got? Thought provoking questions, and the what we got there, Billy? The
Oh, that.
sombrero
Oh,
of
okay.
truth. What is
Now
this?
I get it.
Sombrero, el grande sombrero de preguntas.
There we go.
It might be me or Miss. I don't know. Miss Grande sombrero de preguntas. Sí,
Mm.
señor. We got 3 questions in here right now. It's supposed to be a hat of questions, and I got to pick one out.
Well,
Yeah.
it's only three, so shouldn't be hard.
All right. Do you believe in fate? If so, do we have free will? This is the question for tonight. Whoever want to go first.
Do you believe in fate?
It's a tough one.
And if so, do you have free will?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's tricky.
That is a very tricky question.
Unless they some kind of way work together.
And that's what I was kind of thinking because, right off top, I kind of like the thought of having free will, and just being able to choose my own path in life.
Yeah.
But I can understand or believe how, people could be, fated to do certain things. So I don't
You
know, but
stole my answer,
it's almost
basically.
like a contradiction though. It almost seems though. Because if you're fated to do something, right? Then do you really have free will if everything that you choose is going to lead you to this point?
What is your definition of free will then?
And that's where it is, right? I guess you would then have free will and all autonomy for everything up into,
Yeah.
I don't,
Unless fate has something to do with whatever you choose to do, you'll do good at it.
Mm-hmm.
maybe.
So no matter what you choose to do, if you keep choosing to do it and making the right choices, you'll be better. The fate is it really is in your hands, I guess, at that point. Because if you don't choose to do well, you
That's an
stop.
interesting way to look at it, actually. Yeah.
Uh,
That's
oh
a
yeah, I think
nice,
they have to work together some kind of way.
yeah, that is a nice
Mm-hmm.
little commingling of the two.
Yeah, I have to. I think because how do you define fate at that point? No matter what, this is just going to happen.
Yeah, I guess. I guess off that definition,
I
then
can agree. I guess, yeah. That's kind of how I feel. Because for me, I'm like, it's kind of intertwined. I feel.
Yeah, that's how I
I
feel
feel
too.
like they have to align with each other.
That's the easy way out, though. And
How?
I don't know, man.
Because I ain't trying to complicate it.
No, because I think that's what we're all saying is that they just have to work
I
together.
don't know. It almost sounds like a contradiction, though. I mean, I don't. I can in
But
certain ways, though. I mean, I guess if you always gonna end up at point, at point B,
mhm.
do you in making the choices to get there, are they really your choices?
Yes,
I guess it feels like it, but
because you made them. It's not just. It's like if you're in a room with 4 doors, but they all lead to the same thing, you still get to choose a door.
so if you're fated to go outside and get that free will, that's interesting.
Get that free will. I'm over
I wonder if it's parts of a decision or a choice. Maybe fate is the in that respect, right? If you're in a room with 4 doors and all doors lead outside, you
Mm-hmm.
still get to choose which door takes you outside,
Mm-hmm.
even though you're still going outside no matter what door you choose. I don't know, man.
Yeah, see, and that's the thing. That's where I'm grappling. It's like, well, all the doors take you outside, so you don't really get a choice. I guess you can stay
You don't get a
inside,
choice.
I guess,
You get a choice of where to go. You get a choice
of
on
how to get there, of
kind of how to get there.
the path to get, and it goes right back to what we were saying, right? The path is the choice, but the end is
Destination is the fate.
Oh man, destination is the journey, man. That's the
So
most.
what if
That's the no, the journey. Oh, the journey is always the most important part, though.
I guess
Really?
space?
Is it?
I think
It
so. I think that the journey is the most important part, but that could be
I
because
don't
I've been
know.
reading a lot of
Think
Sanderson.
about it. Okay.
the alchemist says what an alchemist. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Do you ever remember the spoon? It's I forget. Some guy gives a young child or kid a spoon, and
Hmm.
he puts, I think it's an egg in the spoon. He said, "Walk around the building and don't drop this egg." And the spoon, you got to hold in his hand and come back to me. And he comes
Hmm.
back and now, what'd you notice about the building? Nothing, because you're so focused on the egg. And I was teaching him the lesson. You don't have to
Hmm.
focus hard on trying to not let this egg crack.
Hmm.
Look, and I just can't remember where I got it from.
Right.
hmm
Dog on it. That's
It
probably
happens.
true.
hmm
Oh man. I don't know. I'm
uh,
gonna think on this question a little more, though. It is.
you should.
I don't know. I like questions like this, though. Like I said, I was watching The Good Place, like just like, ooh, this is riveting television as a comedy or
Yeah.
dramedy. I don't know. It was a good show. If y'all haven't watched it, y'all should check it out. I think it's on
So
Netflix.
philosophical questions made you think of The Good Place?
Yeah, yeah,
Maybe I should watch The Good Place then.
yeah.
It's on my list, but
It
not
is
today.
good, man. It's worth the thought, and it won't. You can actually watch it at night, unlike half the crap you watch on Netflix. Not crap, because some of that stuff is really good. I'd be like, man, the wife will just avert her eyes sometimes, but
Here's she'll be okay.
yeah.
Tim, did you weigh in on the matter? All right. Did
I
I?
said what I said. It's like no.
I just want to
But
make
no.
sure I didn't talk over you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you good. No, that's basically it. It's just like I feel like it's all intertwined. So, but no, it was good what Ken was saying about it. It's about the journey because it's just when somebody says that, you could tell that they're trying to, rewire some things and they're trying to work on how they're seeing things. So that's good. It's a good perspective shift. Yeah.
Mhm. Okay. All right. Ian, any last words, man?
Man, it's just happy to see y'all. I'm just happy to chop it up and get this thing going.
Me too.
I'm looking forward to see kind of what we gon' chop it up about next week. Oh, do we have an album? Maybe we should share that with the people, just in case somebody actually is still listening right now
I
and
care.
like, hey, I want to listen to these guys again next week. I wonder what album they're gonna listen to.
I
Um,
have my choice for an album, and mine already set up for me.
okay, well, I feel like since I guess Taylor Swift was my pick,
Uh huh.
Mhm.
so maybe one of y'all should go ahead and make a pick.
Well, what's the album that you want to listen to, Billy?
Freddie Gibbs, man. Alfredo.
Okay, that's what we're listening to. I'm not
Hey,
about to make
we
an
could do
issue out
that.
of it.
Is that
That's it.
All right.
okay? Okay. And next week, everybody will be listening to Alfredo by Freddie Gibbs. If you want to listen along and take part in the conversation, or at least know what we're talking about, please listen this week. Thank you all for tuning in this week. And if you like the show, please let us know. Like, comment, share, tell everybody. And until next time, Black Top, it's not close. Peace.